Me as a man, I would never say nothing like that. But like, yo, man, you need to pump the brakes and let the man be the man and be more submissive. You get smacked in the face out here if a man say something like that.
I think we need to find a balance. Independent. You can't just come at a guy all tough and strong, knowing that you really want somebody that's, there to actually cuddle with you.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the She Say, He Say podcast. Y'all can try to say that 10 times fast if you want to. But I'm here. I'm Drew Banks. I'm here with my sister, Brandy Banks.
Hey, guys.
And we here because she wanted to start a podcast. So, hey, I'm the little brother, so we had to start a podcast. So we can ask her kind of why she wanted to start the podcast and see what she got to say. What you got to say about that?
Okay, so boyfriend has been listening to some podcasts lately, and I totally disagree with these podcasts. Also, a lot of rich people are having these podcasts going that have no relation to the real world.
I feel like we're beating around the bush. What's the other podcast that you ain't like?
Okay, let's be real. Jesse Lee Peterson.
Jesse Lee Peterson is you. That's why we started this podcast. It's your fault.
Absolutely.
All right.
So, he has some things to say about women, and I disagree. So I just wanted to, instead of sitting around complaining about it, we're going to do something about it. So hope he's listening. All
right. So she say, he say. That's what we're going with right now. So first of all, we want to talk about why we different. You know what I'm saying? So why are we different? Why is our podcast different? I feel like our podcast is going to be different because, you got people like Jada and Will. They got the Red Table Talk. You got the I Am Athlete guys, but all of those people have one thing in common, and that is, to me, they come from a different world than where we come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to go to work every day. You know what I'm saying? We don't have millions of dollars. So I feel like their opinions, they are valid. I respect them, but they don't have the same opinions that I have because they don't live the life that I have. And I feel like the larger part of our audience to be of America or the world don't live like they live. True. So I feel like that's why it was important for us to start something like this. So yeah. You got anything else you want to say before we dive in?
Nope. Just hope you guys like it. Subscribe.
Look, she already on it. Y'all, this is the first time on camera. She already talking about subscribe. Like, so y'all listen to it. Y'all make sure y'all
come
subscribe.
Hang out with us.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, man. We're going to be here. We're going to try to get these out every week. We're going to have questions and answers at the end, so y'all can definitely leave y'all comments below. So let's dive into the first topic. The first topic is, how has the evolution of the independent woman happened? Mm-hmm. That's what we're going to start it off.
Yeah, we're going to hit it hard. So, in my opinion, the evolution of an independent woman, don't get me wrong, I'm totally for an independent woman. I've been an independent woman for a very, very long time. I believe that it came from not having ample support when it came with my kids. So as a single mom for, 22 years, it's been tough. And having to do that on your own, I had to become independent, which I've noticed has changed the way I thought in relationships, the way I thought in a past marriage and things.
But changed for the better or the worse?
I think it changed for the worse, to be honest. Because a man, at that moment, he couldn't do anything for me. Uh-huh. Not that, I needed him to do stuff. I would have liked for him to do more. But I have conditioned myself to do everything on my own and to make it work and to use support systems. I don't have time to hear, I think I'm going to pick the kid up. I need to know you're going to pick the kid up.
I feel you. I understand. I think a lot of people understand where you're coming from and they respect that. But as a man, I feel like there's this whole independent woman thing. I like it. I'm a fan. But I feel like women now, instead of getting to know a guy, they come off, I'm an independent woman, and they attack the guy.
True.
So, and I feel like where that's gonna end up. You know what I'm saying? Like the evolution. I feel like I saw it. I feel like I put it out there. I feel like it was the Destiny Child song. What was the name of the song?
All the women independent.
Yeah, that was it right there. After that, yo, it's been all downhill. It's been all downhill. And I watched it. And I was like, yo, I feel like this is a slippery slope here. And now where we at is just like, when I go out, if I want to talk to a young lady, I got to get past the fight first. It's not, hey, how you doing? What's your name? It is, hey, what's up? What you want? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what your bank account look like? What your credit card look like? What you driving? And do you got your own place?
Because it's like, and I don't understand. I'm like, now I'm kind of turned off already. Because, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got a guy who got all that. But at the same time, it's like, well, dang, bro, like, what you want? What are we going to talk about? What type of happiness we going to have if that's your mindset? Not saying that a guy shouldn't have nothing to be able to provide, but why we so angry? Like me as a person, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? All I want is peace, love, happiness, all that. So when somebody come off with that aggression all the time, it's just like, bro, I don't want nothing to do with you.
Yeah, and I think also, in that standpoint, we need to learn how to heal. Women, especially, have always jumped, some, not all, but have jumped from relationship to relationship because they're looking for something. I mean, and it's the truth. I've been there. We all looking for this love that is going to save us from this loneliness or this pain that we don't even know where it comes from. But you got to heal in order to move forward. Without healing, I'm just bringing the next baggage to the next relationship, and I'm just lugging all these bags into that one. And you may miss out on that one because at the end of the day, I didn't drown him with all of my problems and my issues from the past.
But now we talking about an independent woman, though. If you independent, you out here in these streets. The streets can get lonely sometimes. The streets can get cold. Us men, we understand that because sometimes we be out here thinking, oh, nah, I don't need that. I can be out here in these streets. Streets get cold sometimes, even as men. It's tough out here. And women want to be independent. For me, it's basically saying, all right, we going to be like the dudes. We going to be independent, single out here. I'm going to take care of myself. I don't need no man. But then it get cold.
Yeah, and that's
then you
when
like, where the man at?
But that's when your healing comes in. That's when it says, I'm happy. I'm okay without a man. Like right in this moment. And let me just go ahead and give a background. I was married for 8 years. It was a very good guy, bad relationship. Controlling relationship. So at the end of the day, you know, we walked away. Not pretty. But I had to learn to be happy with Brandy. I was caught up into the marriage, the kids. I didn't know what it looked like to be just with Brandy. Now, Brandy can spend all day, every day with Brandy. And it's great to have a man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my guy. My guy is amazing. But he came in a time where, one, God saw fit, and that Brandy had healed, and Brandy was okay with Brandy.
Amen.
So, you know.
And I feel like as far as that healing part, I feel like a lot of people, and I feel like you also went through that a little bit, where you was looking for answers. You was like, why did he? Why, you know what I'm saying? Why would somebody do that? Why would somebody think like that? And for me, and I feel like I told you on a numberous amount of occasions, I was like, yo, it doesn't matter. He did it.
Yeah.
That's who he is. That's who people are. And I feel like people want to be like, oh, you shouldn't have done. And they want these answers and they want to fix it and they want to. It's just like, yo, that's the past. Let the past be the past and move on, move forward, and get on with your life. And people want these answers. And I feel like that holds you back. I feel like back then, I didn't feel like I was in a place to like be like, yo, just wake up and move on. Like you wasn't in a place to hear that. But I feel like a lot of people, they want these answers. Oh, why the person that I love hurt me?
Right.
Well, they did it. Get over it. And I mean,
honestly,
it's tough.
the answers don't even, it makes no sense. It does nothing for you.
Because that person could be going through something.
Right.
It made them do that. They don't even have the answers. And now you running around in circles trying to find answers. Even if you have the type of relationship where you can go back to that person and talk to them, they don't have the answers.
Right.
So it's, you know what I'm saying? But I think it is important what you said, that healing part. A lot of people, like my last relationship, that healing, like it took me, between each relationship, I took almost 2 years. Because I'm like, after each relationship, I feel like you are different.
Yeah.
Whether you want to admit it or not, that person changed you for the better or for the worse, but they changed you and you're a different person. And I feel like you got to take some time to figure out who you are again.
Right.
to go on to that next person because, like you said, you could take all this baggage and Prince Charming could come into your life and you mess it up because you're not ready. You're not ready mentally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and I think, and then now, being where I am now and move forward, there's a lot of things that I see. And I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I like being independent, but I'm ready to throw in the white flags. Come help me. You want to be with me? Come help me.
So now, I feel like that's leading up to our next topic then, because now what? You independent. You know what I'm saying? Now what's going to happen to, I don't want to say society, but that image or that picture or that scene of dating and relationships. We getting rid of chivalry now since you independent? You know, I was raised to open doors, pull out chairs, you know what I'm saying, stand up on a bus. I was taught that. But if you independent and you miss rah, rah, rah all the time, you don't need nothing. So shoot, I sat down, you good, you got on the bus late, homie.
And that's the problem. And then women get mad
whoa,
when
what's
that
the problem?
happens. When a man shuts down and it's like, okay, well, chivalry's dead. I ain't got to do this no more. She independent. And then they get upset when you don't do it. And I'm going to tell you something. I used to be her. I got the door. I can open my own door. Now, I don't touch a door. And I love it. I love letting him be the man. I love giving him that space. Why? Because it takes all the pressure off of me. I'm not carrying the weight of the world. Yes, even a door. I'm not carrying the weight of the door anymore.
Bruh. But I open doors. I don't have no issues with that. None of that. But I just feel like what I'm looking for is a strong woman. Like when you with me, you ain't gotta do nothing. But I'm also looking for a woman that's not gonna be like call me and be like, bruh, the door not opening, bruh. How am I opening the door?
Right,
you know
exactly.
So I'm looking for that strong woman. But like, all right, if I get out the car and I slip on a block of ice and I ain't make it to the door fast enough, you're not complaining because I ain't opened the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, take it as like a luxury, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like, my guy opens the doors for me.
Right.
But if he ain't open the door,
well, it's a balance. You got to find that balance between independent and that.
Will you open the door for a man?
I will. I have no problem.
You said you won't touch the daggone door.
I will open it for him. If he couldn't open the door, I will open it for him.
So we got to lose our arms for you to open the door for us.
I would open the door for the man. Now, I am accustomed now with mine where he opens the door for me.
He open all the doors?
All the doors. And it's funny because
he open the car door too?
He opens the car door and he makes sure that I get in. He makes sure that everything is in the car, so there's no coat hanging out or none of that. And he shuts my door.
Do he open the door when you get out the car?
He opens the now.
That's tough, man.
I'm a little fast.
That's tough.
Sometimes I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. But the independent part of me is like, all right, we here. I'm getting out the door. He'll say, hey, babe, I'm going to come around. I got it. So now I'm getting used to him coming around and getting the door for me. Now, not every day does he open the door. It's sometimes where we rushing and I got to go. We got to get out of here. But most of the time, and honestly, it's sad to say, but he's the first guy that has ever done this besides my father and besides my children.
So, all right, so what are you saying? What you saying about that? Complete your statement.
That it made me feel some type of way. I should have been asking for this long time ago.
So you've been saying that you should have been asking for this a long time ago.
Well, I should have made it a requirement. Like, I should have been looking for that. I mean, my father used to tell me that all the time. Now, I was the rebel in the family, so I did my own. I did my own thing.
This is your first episode. I don't know how deep you want to dive.
Yeah, I mean, I did my own thing. So yeah, I looked for. I did not choose wisely when it came to relationships.
So I feel like part of that could have been your fault.
Absolutely. And I, again, this is healing, so I have to take accountability for a lot of stuff that has happened because a lot of stuff I didn't either require, I did not ask for. And a lot of stuff I accepted that I should not have accepted. So now I have gone through all of that. And now being the age that I am now, which we will keep that silent, I feel like I've gotten to a place where I'm okay. Like I know exactly where I want to be, what I want to do, and with whom this person has to be in order to be with me. It ain't about money.
So is there a middle ground? You said this is what this person has to be.
I mean, yeah, but that person, when I say has to be, he has to be loving. He has to be caring. He has to want the things that I want. If I want to get married again, I would like for him to want to get married and not just shack up with me. If I like to travel, I would like for him to experience at least 1 or 2 trips with me, if not all.
All right, but that's what when I say middle ground, like that could be with anything. So if you want to get married, and I mean that's how soon do you have that conversation? And 2, if he said he don't want to get married, he been there, done that, he got his kids, all of that. Now what? You got to cut it off?
No, I think you got to have see, a lot of people feel like, why are you talking about marriage so soon? I need him to know this is where I am. This is where I'm at in my life.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, when I met my girl, I was like, yo, it was like, what's up? How you doing? You healthy? You know what I'm saying? Where you from? This and that. And I was like, I was watching her for a little minute, so I'm like, and it was, y'all want to get married? I want 3 kids. What's good? You know what I'm saying? You running away, or we still talking? You know what I'm saying? Because It was just like, if that thing isn't happening, like now, you know, I'm getting a little older. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's 2 kids, but it was like, if we not talking about that, then ain't no point in talking.
Right.
Now it's another conversation that, are we just kicking it? We just having a good time? Or what we here for?
Right. And I think that conversation needs to happen within at least the first month, because I am not going to spend my time with somebody that isn't
wasting a whole month. That's tough.
Yo, I should go shorter than that? Like,
I gave her 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, man.
I mean, I was just like, yo, I don't want to waste no time, man. I don't want to waste no time.
I mean, I get it, because I'm like that. But I have now learned that I need to slow down, and I need to let things take its course. I need things to progress on its own. I am one who take charge. You know that. I'm driven. If I want something, I will find a way. Legally, but I will find a way.
Sometimes.
I will figure that part out. And I work hard. I mean, I really work hard for the things that I want. So at the end of the day, I have to let him be the man. I have to let him process this stuff. Because he may not want to get married, but, you know, maybe being with me for a month or 2, it's like, wow, you know, I really like her. I'm digging her. This might be my wife.
All right, so now I got a question. Completely off script. What do you say to the women who are driven, who are go-getters, strong, independent women, but can find that happy medium, you know what I'm saying, where letting the man do stuff, open the doors and all of that. But their guy isn't that guy. He's a good guy, treats him well, all of that. But it's like, hey, babe, the light bulb needs to get fixed. He's like, oh, shit. What do you want me to do? Like, he ain't never fixed a light bulb. What if he was brought up like that?
So,
What if he's, you know what I'm saying, Will and Jada's kid? The man ain't never had to touch a light bulb.
Yo.
I'm just saying. What if he's never had to do that? No, it's not his fault.
So,
just,
what?
Maybe the light bulb was a little exagerated. Like, everybody can change the light bulb.
But still, I mean, there are things that I haven't done. I know how to change an air filter and an engine filter. Ask me how I found that out.
In the car?
Yes. A YouTube. Because I wasn't paying $200 for them to rob me for that.
Well, there you go. There you go, guys. You found it on YouTube. You should subscribe.
Right. Can't fix the light bulb? Go to YouTube. So at the end of the day, if he's willing to go the extra mile to figure it out for me, I'm cool with that. Like, super cool with that. But he can't stop there. Because I can't stop there. I can't tell my kids, I don't know how to cook, so we don't eat. I got to figure out how to cook.
No, I'm saying he's not like that just, oh, this needs to be fixed. So, yeah, nah, you don't lift a finger, I'm going to go do that. No. He treats you well, he provides, he does all that, but he's just not that guy. And how do you, because women want that. Women want the guy that's going to be like, yo, man, every once in a while, yo, man, sit down. Like, I got this. Yeah, women like to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say it. Women like to be, for lack of better words, put in their place a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And I'm quoting Jill Scott. If he can tell me what to do, then he can tell me what to do. But if he can't tell me what to do, then he can't tell me what to do. So if my guy, who is a manly man, and I love it, if he could do it, he's going to do it, right? And he asks me every day, babe, do you need something done? Can I help you with something? Right? I never really had that. I never really had that. And so for that, I'm learning to relax and to be easy. Now, there are things that he can't do that I have to do, right? There are things that I do a little bit better than he does.
Do you let him do it though?
Yeah, I let him do it.
Even though you do it better?
Even though I do it better. Because that's the only way he'll be better at it. So I think it's a happy medium, but at the same time, because I love him and because I know that I cherish that relationship and I know
you love that man? You told that man you love him?
I sure did.
Okay. My bad.
That's a whole nother story. We'll get on that topic another day.
All right.
However, if you love that person, right, there's nothing that I wouldn't do for him. There's sacrifices that I make for his happiness because I know he'll make those same sacrifices for me. It ain't all the time that he want to drive 2 hours to come see me. I don't want to drive 2 hours sometimes to go see him, but I love him enough, and I know that spending that quality time with each other is going to make our relationship stronger and better. So I will do that with no problems.
Do you have some respect and turn your phone off during
It's not even the phone.
Whatever it is. But
it's Christian.
It don't matter. So what you gonna do? You gonna move? Y'all gonna move and meet in the middle? That's literally what that is. Meet in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, we got some things in the works that we're talking about, and I respect the fact that he's not, that he's willing to give this relationship a shot and maybe, move away from what he knows. I know I'm willing if I have a kid that's in high school, so at the end of the day, I can't just up and pick. I don't want to do that for him. Let him finish high school, and then I'm willing to go wherever he wants me to go. So, and this is the first time, honestly, in my life, y'all have traveled the world. You and the rest of my brothers, y'all have seen the world. I haven't been anywhere, and I don't know why. I know it's because of my kids and the support system that I have here. Shout outs to my parents, who are amazing people, but I needed them, right? So now I'm like, you know what? And I have the blessing of my parents. I want to move. I want to see the world. You
ain't got to move. You can just travel.
But I want to live somewhere else. I want to get away from Maryland.
Okay.
Right? So, and for me, doing it with him would be a lot better. But I'm willing to do it by myself if that's not, if this relationship doesn't work. That's what I'm saying. So healing, I am okay with me. But at the same time, it does feel good to have that person.
I mean, that's how I was, you know what I'm saying? I create content online. I travel and I do all this and I do all that. And I'm traveling the world. But at the same time, it was like, damn, I'm doing this like 2 years and I'm not doing it with nobody.
Right.
So like I'm living all these crazy experiences or whatever. And the only people I'm sharing it with is the people online that I can't even see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I would like to have somebody that can kick it with me, that partner in crime, to be like, oh yeah, we can just pick up and go and do whatever. So, I definitely see what you're saying. And I feel like it's a lot of people out there. I feel like it's a lot of independent women out there who got it together. Mm-hmm. And got a job, got a house, cars, kids, if you will, whatever. But they missing that. I think the word is companionship. They missing that person that they feel like, nah, I can count on that person. Yeah. If I'm going through something, if I'm sick, I don't gotta get out of bed because they're gonna take care of it for me. So I feel like just going back to the topic, we're gonna close it out in a minute, but I feel like that independent woman thing, I think is great, but I think it's a slippery slope because I think women as a whole, just who you are as a human being, not that you need a man, but you would like everybody wants that companionship. Right. Even a man wants it. So a woman who is way more emotional, way more, into the whole feelings and my heart and all that. You want a man or a woman, or whatever it is that you want. You know what I'm saying? You want another person to be with you. So I feel like it's a slippery slope. And so to conclude, independent woman, Yes or no?
I can't say. I say both.
Nah. We ain't even gonna start it off like this. Episode 1, I'm nipping it in the bud right now. You gotta pick. Either it's yes or no.
I can't say that.
Bruh.
Because I'm both. I'm independent, but I'm also, I've learned where I can be submissive. My man.
You know a lot of people not gonna like that word submissive.
That's fine.
A lot of these independent
I ain't
women.
like it either. I hated the word submissive, like with a passion. And I know, babe, I'm not supposed to say hate, but I'm saying hate. I hated the word to be submissive.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with saying hate as long as you actually mean it. If you hate something, you can't be like, bro, I hate it, and you just don't like it. If you hate it, you gotta hate it.
Yeah, well, hate's not, you know.
I don't think it's a bad word if you
It's in the
actually
Bible.
hate something.
It's in the Bible. So, I just feel like at the end of the day, I have to learn. I had to learn that I have to let him be a man. I have to let him be what I want him to be. I can't, babe, do this, and then, oh, never mind, I got it. That deflates him.
Y'all hear that, women?
It deflates him.
That's a woman talking to y'all now. I'm just saying.
So in order for him to be there and do the things that I need or respect me or to even have I am his peace. This home is his peace. And that's all I want to be to him. It's his peace. Okay. So I can't come at him and try to deflate him every chance I get. I got to love on him. I got to show it. Even if it's like, you know what? He don't know how to cook something. Come on, babe. Let's make it cute. Let's make it cute and sexy. We're going to come in here together. I'm going to wear something real cute with an apron on. Let's go for it. We don't need all that. I said I'm wearing something.
I'm saying.
But I could teach him to cook. And he's interested because he loves me. He's interested in me. Now, I ain't saying he's going to cook that. He probably cook that meal for the rest of his life because he ain't going to find nothing else to cook.
You got to teach him something.
That's what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, I'm not deflating him. I'm building with him.
I agree. I agree with you 100%.
So I'm still strong enough to say, I pumped my own tire. Or I was out and I pumped my own gas.
Or you going to call your brother to pump the tire?
I'll call my son to pump.
True, and then your son, who your son going to call?
Poor boys. Don't listen to that.
It's all right.
All I'm saying is, I am still capable of doing things on my own when he's not around. But at the same time, I'm willing to be submissive and let him take care of it if that's what he wants to do. If he comes out and say, hey, I got the gas, I'm pumping the gas, I'm out of it. I'm not arguing that. If he want to go out here and cut this grass and I don't have to pay no money for it, I'm cool with that too. So I think we need to find a balance. Independent. You can't just come at a guy all tough and strong knowing that you really want somebody that's, there to actually cuddle with you and caress your feelings. I think that's where we losing it at.
I feel like women out there, man, like Bernie Mac said, if you hurt, you hurt. There ain't nothing wrong with being hurt. And honestly, I've been hurt before. So if you hurt, you hurt. You gotta deal with it. You gotta heal, and then get over it, and not be like, oh, I hate men now. You know what I'm saying? You get over it, and you move on to the next one. I feel like that's how it's gotta go.
Exactly, with a clean slate.
There it is. And you ain't gotta punish him for nothing. He ain't do nothing wrong.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But you learn from each relationship. I learn from each relationship. But we ain't going to get into that because that's a whole other topic. We going to write that down. You learning from each relationship. I feel like that's important. I did that with every single relationship. And I feel like that's made me into who I am today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not a connoisseur or nothing like that. I don't know everything. But I feel like I'm well-versed on the relationship and the women and all that.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to reach out to other people. Sometimes therapy, I did therapy. And I enjoyed my therapy sessions. And it really made me look at not everything in my marriage was his fault.
Right.
I came in with an independent thing. We didn't share bank accounts. We didn't do none of that. Because it was like, nope, this is mine. I got to protect me and my kids because I don't know what could happen. Instead of letting him lead at some point. Now, I'm not saying that would have fixed our marriage, but at the end of the day, I get where I could have done things differently. Now that I know that, I'm able to move on and move forward and give that part of myself to my guy.
I'm with you. And I just don't think, I hope that women hearing this from another woman will help women. But me as a man, I would never say nothing like that. Be like, yo, man, you need to pump the brakes and let the man be the man and be more submissive. You get smacked in the face out here if a man say something like that. So I'm hoping that this mindset that you have will get out there, and a woman listening to it from a woman, maybe been through the same things you've been through, feel the same way you feel, can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was good. Well, let's get the questions and answers, you guys. Obviously, this is the first episode, so we won't have no questions from y'all. But after this episode, y'all gonna leave some questions in the comments so we can respond in the next episode, obviously. But so we gonna answer some things that y'all probably thinking. You know, it's the first episode. Y'all don't know us. We don't know y'all. So y'all probably got some questions. So while we started the podcast, she already told you pretty much she was beefing with what's my man's name?
Jesse Lee Peterson. JLP. I'm coming for you.
Hey, look. You did a good job because you done pissed her off. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you did what you were supposed to do. So what's the plan for the future? Like, where do we want to take this? Where do we want to go? Me, personally, I feel like, kind of reiterating what I said before, you know, giving a space to people who can't identify with the rich and the famous people and their opinions and what they say they go through or whatever. Not, you know what I'm saying, putting down their feelings or whatever, because they humans, they go through stuff. But they have the means to deal with things differently than what we do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's where we want to take it. I feel like I want to be as transparent as possible. I want to share, you know what I'm saying, things that I go through, things that you go through, things that we go through. Give you guys, not necessarily I give you a voice. You want to show up, be on the podcast, you be on the podcast. I don't know how she feel about that, but I mean, that's
absolutely,
that's how I am. But I mean, definitely in the comments and all of that, you know, y'all voice your opinions. If you got questions, you got whatever. I nor her are professionals.
At all.
Put that out there. But I feel like we are the normal human being that's gonna give you how we feel and ain't gonna beat around the bush.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying, y'all can get real opinions from people who are pretty much just like y'all. And I feel like that's where I want to take it. I don't know how you feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. I just want to make sure that, you know, there are a lot of people that I talk to that have experienced the same things that I've experienced, but, you know, you would never know because it has to be tragic for us to connect. And instead of being tragic, let's learn from each other. Let's learn how to move differently without having to deal with the heartache and the pain or whatever moving forward. Let's learn from each other. Let's talk about it, you know, and see where it goes. That's my whole thing. No shock factor, nothing. This is all real. Everything that I've been through, I'm willing to open up, you know, and let you guys in. The same way I would hope that you guys would open up and let us in and just see where it goes from there. I mean, I think everybody can learn from everybody's experiences.
There it is. I like it. I like where it's going. First episode. I think it's in the books. I think we did a good job.
Yes.
Up top. And
Subscribe.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe below so we can hopefully live that life and take y'all along the way. You know what I'm saying? Do this thing someplace else. Do it in another country. You know what I'm saying? You can have some of y'all on and interact with some of y'all so we can I feel like do something different. You know what I'm saying? We find somebody, in the comments, you live in Texas. Bet we come to Texas. We bring it to Texas. We pack all this stuff up. We go to Texas and do it. You know what I'm saying? Depending on your story. So I feel like that's where we want to take it. We want to do something different. We want to do something real. And hopefully y'all enjoy it. And y'all be along for the ride. You know what I'm saying? So subscribe, like, comment, send it to your friends. Tell your girlfriend that's suffering or going through something. If she just out there and you can't find the words to tell her and you don't feel like she going to let you in, like, bro, you need to watch this podcast, homie. Because they're going to tell you something. Basically going to tell you about yourself and you ain't going to know it. But y'all can use us to do that. All right, so y'all go do that. And we appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm going to say that 1,000,000 times before the end of this season. So, and yeah, appreciate y'all, man. God bless. Brandy, you close it out, man.
Bye, guys.
He's out.